Okay guys, we're back over here baling hay. We're over here on Wednesday the 14th and got rained out. I was about halfway across the field, just got the drone in the air, and all of a sudden it started raining. So we're back over here. Today's Friday, August 16th, and we're going to finish up baling. I got the DJI Air 3 drone in the air, and it lost us, of course. And I got the GoPro on the back, DJI camera in here, and I'm using the mic too. So we'll try the drone a couple of times. I don't know why it lost us. It looked like it was doing a real good job. But got this hay to bale over here. I think it's probably, I don't know, about 10 acres left maybe. This is hay that got mowed before the hurricane after effects. It rained all that week leading up to last Friday when we got the flooding. So never got raked up till Wednesday. And Wednesday when I was over here baling, got a little bit behind raking. It took me longer to rake than I thought it was going to, and so I was behind. But I think last year I baled it in 2 days, raked it and baled it in 2 days, and this year I was going to try to do it in one, and it didn't work out. But you know, I wouldn't have beat the rain anyway. If it would have rained at that time, even if I would have got done raking quicker, I wouldn't have beat the rain. So we're just over here gonna finish it up. It's not the, I mean, it's not the greatest hay. It obviously looks worse than it is. We will feed it to our beef cows. I'm sure they'll eat it. You know, it kind of had that first cutting, second cutting kind of thing going on, where the growth coming up through was so good. Anyway, so it actually looked a lot like second cutting when it was raked. But it's the last of the first cutting. We have a lot of extra hay, so I'm really not that concerned with it. Like I said, cows will eat it. So that's just the way it goes. We'll see. I don't know where the drone went to. It started following us and then it stopped. I tried point of interest. It's a little cloudy. It's not like super bright. Oh, big old woodchuck holes. I don't think the tractor even likes them. Big old woodchuck hole. This field, it hasn't been plowed in a long time, probably 20-30 years, maybe more, I don't know. It has some massive woodchuck holes. And I'm talking where there's one, there's like 5. So we'll stop here for a second and see if we can get the drone to come back to us and try to get a little drone footage. Still haven't quite mastered the drone footage, obviously, but it lost us. I don't know. It looked like it's doing a good job. I don't know what the deal is with that. So bear with me for a minute here. Let's see if we can get this to do a better job. Fix it right up. We'll try. We'll just try parallel. So I left everything here. Wednesday when I left the the drone in the case inside the tractor and all the cameras here and everything. I came back today and the camera had fallen off the windshield and the bale monitor had fallen off the window and everything was just laying in here. But problem with this bale monitor, first of all, it doesn't even work. But second of all, it's so heavy. I really like that suction cup idea. I thought that was going to be the way to go, but the thing is just heavy. I don't know why it has to be so heavy. So I'm not sure that's going to work out or not. And of course we're rolling bales down over the hill again. That one probably will roll. Yep, there it goes. I'm not too worried about it. There's nothing to hit. The only thing that makes me mad about when they roll is if the twine comes off and then you got to pick the twine up. Especially if you're going to be hauling them, which we're going to be hauling all these. Sometimes the twine comes off and it kind of makes a mess. But we use all sisal twine, 16,000. I like it. We try to move the bales as quick as we can, and then when we go to feed them, a lot of times the twine is rotting on the bottom, which is fine with me because then you put it in the feeders and you don't have any trouble with it. You use plastic twine, you don't cut the twine off, then it gets in the feeder, makes a mess, and then eventually ends up in the manure spreader and makes an even bigger mess. So I don't like plastic twine. I like net wrap. I like the looks of it, and I like the speediness. I think you can net wrap a bale quite a bit faster than you can tie one, but it's a mess too. I don't like it, especially in the winter when you get the bales are outside and you get snow and ice on them. The net wrap is horrible. I've had to buy some before. I don't want that either. But I do know a lot of people that do it. They do it because it makes nice looking bales. It ties good, and it's good. It's a good selling point because they look good. These New Holland bales that we're making are real nice, square, dense looking bales, and you put net wrap on them, and they just look just that little bit much better. But I don't really care for it other than that. I like the sisal. I like the fact that it does rot after a little while. It's easier, It's the same thing with round bales in general. Everybody says, "Oh, round bales are so much less work." Well, yeah, they are on the fact that I can come over here and bale by myself, but then I have to come back and haul them all, and then when I feed them, I got to feed them all, and I don't want anything that's going to add any time as far as feeding them and whatnot, having to deal with plastic twine or net wrap. But that's my opinion. It's my opinion. I move feeders a lot, and if you have plastic twine, sometimes it gets caught it gets frozen in the ground or whatever, and you can't get it. You got to cut it to get the bale to move, the feeder to move. Whereas the sisal twine, you can pretty much pick the feeder up and it'll break. But drone's doing a real good job following us in parallel. So we'll talk about one other thing. So today is August 16th, 2024, and it is my anniversary. And I have been dreading this day. Those of you that don't know, I lost my wife Rachel back in January. This would be our 10th year wedding anniversary today. Been kind of dreading today all together, and I just kind of quietly decided to just kind of have a day. I changed my profile picture last night on Facebook. I went to bed a little after midnight, so I changed it to a wedding picture, and I'm not going to make a post about it or anything like that. I'm just going to, those that are close to me and know that it's our anniversary know that I'm not quite okay today, but we're going to get her done anyway. Have to do what you got to do. Rachel, she would want me to do this. She'd want me to make sure that I got my hay bale. The drone lost us on that one somehow. I wonder if it filed the bail. I think did the bail roll? Maybe it filed the bail. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's still in line. So anyway, that's the glum of the day. Is it's our anniversary and it's 10 years. We were supposed to be on a beach somewhere. She wanted to go to, I'm not sure, somewhere in the Caribbean. And we were just kind of talking about booking that trip about the time that she passed away in January. So, and I know hay season has been tough without her. She would be in the round baler. She would have baled probably a third of all the round bales versus me baling all of them this year. She did about a third of the round baling for me, which really helped out a lot. We would have finished, we were on schedule to finish 2-3 weeks early as it was. We really had good weather. As it is, we're about 2 weeks early, I think, still. But with her help doing that other third of the bales, we would have been done a couple weeks ago easily. She would have been round baling while I was square baling, and we would have just got more done. But anyway, get up here. Looks like we're going to get another bale to roll down the hill. We'll get up here and we'll give the drone another shot. And then we will probably call it a video. We'll try to cock this one and sit it here, but I don't think it's going to stay.
Battery level is
low. Oh, the drone's got a battery dying. So I guess we'll have to.
Return to home.
We'll probably stop the video. We'll probably edit this part out and we'll start it back up if we get the drone back up in the air. Oh, look at that one roll. Probably hit the tractor.
Landing.
Heading for the boondocks. Look at that thing roll. We'll see if the drone lands on its own. I don't know. So the Air 3 is a little bigger, and I don't think it can land on its case. I've landed the other drone on its case. I've had it land on its case by itself a couple times. The Air 3 is a little bigger. I don't know if it can do it, but I have it so it's supposed to land on a round bale. And it's always got some minor complaint about landing on a round bale. It says unstable or something. But it's funny because if the battery gets low enough, it'll just go down anyway. And as long as it hits, somewhere, not really towards the center, but as long as it's not on the edge of the bale, it'll be fine. It'll sit there. More likely to slide off the side, but so now it's getting real mad. And then what I don't like about it is what I can see, is it always, when it goes to land, it changes the gimbal so the camera on the drone is looking straight ahead. And changes the camera on the drone straight ahead, and then when you go to look at the screen, you're looking straight ahead instead of down, so then you got to gimbal down. And it's right over top of the bale. I mean, just land. You can see it right down there. It's right almost dead center on the bale.
Landing. Critically low voltage.
And it landed. It's fine. It's actually cliff-hanging a little bit, but it didn't fall on the ground, so that's good. So we will grab that, change the battery, and we'll try it one more time. Probably the GoPro died. Oh, it's still going. All right.
Take off.
What is it doing? What's it doing that for? Alright, well, we'll see. Got the drone back up in the air. Got it on parallel. Can't get the controller to stay there. Still haven't figured out how to get the screw in the GoPro mount for this controller. So kind of makes it kind of hard. There's nowhere in here it really sits, and then with the woodchuck holes, it doesn't want to sit anywhere anyway. So let's see if we can get it to follow us just a little bit more. So anyway, about the Rachel thing, you know, Rachel got sick. We found out she had cancer, and 5 weeks later she was gone. And found out, you know, she didn't know it, but I found out after the fact that she was drone's over here by the trees. She was right full of cancer, and she didn't have a chance, really. That's guess I didn't like going across there very much. Got too close to the tree though. We got a bail. He didn't even know it. Paying attention to the drone. I guess there's a clump of trees right there, and the drone backed up a little bit to get the shot, and got a little too close to the trees, and I had to get out of there. So anyway, you know, she didn't know it. So in a way, it's a blessing that she didn't know how sick she was. You know, but so that's what the Do It for Rachel was for. One of my friends, well, one of her friends, came up with that. We're trying to, they're going to have a benefit for her to raise money for the family to go to treatments and stuff like that. And Do It for Rachel was hashtag Do It for Rachel was one of the things that one of them came up with and put on t-shirts. But so I started putting that in my videos, because I wouldn't be doing this farming if it wasn't for her. She helped me build it up to what it is now. And we're not huge by any means, but I wouldn't have what I have if it wasn't for her support for the last, probably 15 years altogether, really, but 10 years of marriage. And it's hard on the kids. We got 3 little kids. They're Laney's 9 and Letty's 7 and Judd's 5, and it's hard on them. They don't have a mom, and I'm doing the best I can to do mom and dad stuff both, but it's hard, definitely. So I had a video where I talked about all that, and I just never posted it. It's not, I don't know, I don't really want anybody's pity or anything like that. I just You know, if anything, it's the opposite. I want people to know that, unfortunately, life does go on, and you have to go on with it. So, drones found us real good anyway. So we are going to wrap this up. We're going to call it a video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe to find out more from Triple D Farms, Triple D Maple, and Triple D Cabins. And have a great day.